Hello everyone, this is your RJ Anjali from Unity 101 and RJ Anjali the Talkies. Today I'm here for some special reason to welcome someone who's doing amazing comedy show tonight in Southampton, and he is a TV presenter, comedian, and most important, he's amazing human, and he recently started cooking also. So he is none other than our one and only Tommy Sandhu. So here it is. So here we have now our own Tommy Sandhu.
Yeah, we're here, Anjali. How are you? Thanks for taking the time out. Thanks for interviewing me. Who am I? Who am I to take up your time in your day? I appreciate you coming down. Thank you.
Actually, you literally said my first question, which I'm going to ask. Who is Tommy Sandhu?
Who is
he?
We
know him. I know you. A lot of your fans know you. But there are a lot of people who wanted to know about you.
Yeah.
We watch you on Instagram. We listen to you on radio. We listen to your broadcast, everything. But little more about you. Who's Tommy Sandhu as a person, as a human, family and all?
Well, I'm suppose just like everyone else. There's nothing exciting. It's very much family. I'd like that to be the forefront. I suppose outside of work. I said this to my wife the other day. Actually, I said, you know, I'm quite sad, really. And she, all right? And she goes, why? I said, what is my life? It's literally my life is work, which I love. My wife and my kids, which I love, and my mum and dad who are around the corner, which I love, and so that's it. That literally, so I do, because I'm around in the day. You met my wife has a full-time job, so you know what it's like. You got kids and stuff. You got kids?
Yes,
right?
I do have two.
How old are yours?
16 and 8.
Right. Okay. Oh, okay. So you're kind of around there. My one's going to be 12. Milo's going to be 12 this summer, and Logan is 7. Right.
Wow.
7.5. So 12 and 7, like they require your time. 16 and 8 requires your time.
Absolutely, full time.
And you know, even yesterday was in the news. Oh, processed food is bad. I like to make them food from scratch, whatever it is. Even if they have like fried chicken, if they're having the chicken curry night, if they're having the bolognese, whatever. I want to make it. I don't like to do processed food. So I'm making their food. I'm doing the school runs, school drop-offs, and then outside of that, I'm on the phone sorting out my gigs, comedy, stand-up, voiceovers. I do a lot of Netflix voiceovers now. Oh wow! I got Milo and Logan. They signed up. They've just recorded their first Netflix voiceover as well. We got the same agent. They got signed up. The little I can't swear, but the little ungrateful brats. They got signed up. 2 weeks later, they got their first job. They're like, "This is easy." I'm like,
"No."
25 years in this game. I've been working at it. The reason why it's easier for you
because you work hard.
This is what it must be like to be a Bachchan or a Kapoor. That's how you get gigs in India.
Can I say nepotism?
Nepotism, yeah, absolutely. New Netflix nepotism. Nepotism.
Nepotism.
That's Netflix. Yeah, just we're getting in there. No, but it just sometimes helps because obviously all their lives I'm kind of talking to them about articulation, speaking, how to speak, how things come across. That's all I know. So you imagine like the Kapoor family, but they must be the same. Just talking about movies.
I agree.
You know, if someoe's in business. That's what goes on in the Ambani household, whatever. They're going to talk about that all the time. That wedding.
My God.
Yeah, but Rihanna got paid.
Diljit is also going.
Yeah, but Diljit loves Rihanna because he talks about a lot. So I think that
I think he's posting more for Karina nowadays.
Oh yeah, Karina and any of the Kardashians and anyone else again.
Yes.
But Rihanna's getting $9 million. One night's work. I'll dress up as Rihanna. I'd pay for surgery to change my face to look like Rihanna's. I'll do the gig. It'd be worthwhile because I think the surgery would be about $1 million. Even if it costs you $1 million to change back, you're still left with $7 million. Anyway, there's something in there. So who is Tommy Sandhu outside of, my wife tells me off for being Tommy Tangent. She goes, you're always going off on a tangent. And I just did the same thing again there. So who am I? Very much family man. I'm the in-house chef and I'm the taxi driver to school and back. That is it. That is my only life. Literally. Outside of that, I don't do anything.
So I can say that you're a full package. You can cook, you do kids running school, you do DJing, you do housework and everything. So we have Tommy who's a full package.
There you go. Tell my wife that because she'll tell you I'm half a package.
Sorry, the wives are never satisfied.
She's always setting the standard high. No, but you know, there's certain things that she takes care of in the house. I want to, like she does the clothes, the uniform, the school bags, the this, that, you know, all that kind of stuff. And there's certain roles that I have. But ultimately, that's it. And, you know, sometimes we don't see each other for a couple of days. Like now I'm here. I'm in Southampton tonight. Tomorrow's Wolverhampton.
Leeds.
Heathrow for a wedding event. Then back to Birmingham for a bungalow event. Back to Leicester on Tuesday for a restaurant because I'm sponsored by Kingfisher. So there's a voiceovers, there's adverts, there's brand ambassadorships, there's stand-up comedy. There's property stuff. I do a lot of property stuff as well. So that's really what's allowed me
How
to
do you
do all
manage
this.
everything?
No, you don't. You fail at everything, but you just about do enough.
But I
that
think
it
it's a
makes money.
passion. It's a passion which makes you drive to do all these things, isn't it?
That's exactly it. And it doesn't feel like work. And it's like a quick phone call here. And like, I just got a phone call while I was just checking in here to the hotel from guys who want to do more Asian dating stuff. And they go, oh, will you host it? Because obviously I wasn't an arranged marriage, but my wife and I were assisted. We were introduced through people because I was looking. I wanted to meet a Sikh girl. I wanted to come on, where are they? Where are these brown girls that I can marry? And then word came around. So we were introduced like that. So I like to be an advocate of arranged, assisted kind of marriages when it's done right. It can be really right.
You sound like a typical Indian Sikh boy.
I am very much, but just without the hair and the pug and the beard. Just a let-down, typical Sikh boy. There you go.
No, but you look handsome, definitely.
There you go. I'll take that. Thank you very much.
So, well, I know your show is today in Southampton, and I'm coming. All my gang is coming to have fun tonight.
Good.
You makes us laugh.
Yeah.
You have a lot of topic which makes us laugh. What is your favorite topic? What makes you laugh the most?
I think it's probably the things that I sort of half joke about, because you hear other comedians and it's all been done before. You get comedians that talk about family life, married life, kids. You get comedians that are weird, do kind of quirky, odd stuff that create scenarios. You got other comedians that are great storytellers, long, drawn out, detailed stories. You got guys that layer up their story, like real amazing professional stand-up comedians. But my thing is really just an extension of me on the radio. So when I was on the radio, it was like quick little funny little stories, life, kids, family, mum, dads, food, Khane wale gane, and all this kind of stupid stuff that we did. So it's that. Then I started hosting comedy shows, and you do little lines here and there, and you get a little laugh, and then you build that up, and then you talk a bit more about the mother-in-law and a bit more about, what it's like being married or whatever it is, and then that leads into 3-4 minutes there, 5 minutes there, 10 minutes, and then it suddenly becomes a set. It becomes 1 hour. And you're like, oh, I've got an hour too. And that's what comedians, when they're out on the scene, they're out there. But I still don't see myself as a stand-up comedian. But those guys, you got to understand, they're different. They're like actors. So they get right down to the craft of every line, whether they're going to stop, pause, how they're going to turn to camera, turn away from the audience. All that kind of stuff is... It's a performance. Whereas I'm like this, blah, 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 everything's all coming out at the same time, and it's just kind of blibbering along.
That's more British, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's so my style, my kind of humor, is the things I like. I tell you what I really like. I find funny, and just in general, music, presenters, whatever. I like unique people. I like people that you can tell they're not being anybody else.
Okay.
They're just them.
They're not copying.
Yeah, I was at my son's school play yesterday, and there was all these different kids performing, but one kid stood out. Not my kid. He had a small part, but one kid stood out because he was quirky. He was probably on the spectrum, but his performance was almost like Jim Carrey. And you're like, wicked. He's not trying to be Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
He's just a bit odd, but I love that. I love oddness. That's what makes us unique. Weirdness, weird things. So I probably like weird things or uniqueness.
So we need to show some uniqueness to make you laugh.
That might be make you laugh. I just think, I'd rather people just to be themselves. That's what I suppose.
That's it. And itself, everybody's not the same, so they have something different from someone. So for sure. So I saw you have been into literally kind of entertaining your mass audience to make them part of the show. Recently on the Shreya show, you were telling everyone, come up, singing something. And there's one lady sung very well. I saw your video in it. Do you give that chance to your comedy show audience to come do some jokes?
No. There's always a risk there because they're going to put a gap in. Either they'll be funnier than me, so no, or no. We could. It's what I like to do is, I suppose, I love people so much, and I suppose everything I do is about people. Even if you're going shopping, I'll stop and talk to random people. My wife will always tell me, she goes, "You got so much time, so much bakwas you want to chat to if you just cut all that out, you'd get so much more done in your life." And I'll be like, "Yeah, but then what? What's it all about?" So I think all these people have come to Shreya Ghoshal's concert, or Adnan Sami's, or Sonu Nigam's, or the Rewind tour guys, the Kumar Sanus, and all that lot. They come to those concerts, and I just think it's nice to maybe just give someone a moment.
Yes.
Because you're in Wembley and there's 11,000 people, and people have a lot of passion, when they're there. So it's a bit of potluck, but actually I like it again. I like when people sing badly because I want them to kind of go, "Dee dee se mere zindagi mein aana." Yeah, I'm gonna sing it to my wife. Yeah, I love her. I love that kind of stuff. But because I'm like, just sing for the sake of singing.
So that's a kind of uniqueness.
Yeah, right. They're not trying to go and trying to be all smooth. I like it when they just be you. And that's why I like it when people are just dancing, even if they can't dance. Dance, sing, act, jump around, perform, be you, be free. Life's short, it's gonna end. Make the most of it. That's always the
Absolutely.
And that's why we get into the audience, kind of go, let's do it. But again, if I'm honest, because I'm a guy, I'm 6'2", I can go out into the audience. It's not like someone's gonna pull my sari or my hair's gonna mess up. That's definitely not gonna happen. Or things like that. I can just get out and amongst them. And even security now, when I first went out there, they used to come out with me. But now all the Wembley security we know, they're like, he's fine. He's fine. Like, we don't cause no hagada chagada. We just kind of we get out there, celebrate people, have a moment, and move on. So yeah, I'm glad you saw that. It was a nice moment.
I always enjoy your videos. So, okay, it's going far. I don't know why. We talk about your comedy, your shows and everything. So now there's new things coming, which I've been like when I saw the first time. Oh, Desi Beats.
Yeah.
Tommy's here now. Yeah. We're gonna get a lot of fun. Though I love the Raj also, but. Two questions in my mind. Yeah. First, you have answered already because you love food and you like cooking also, because I love eating but I don't like cooking.
Okay.
I'm very honest for that. But you love cooking also. So that drives you to go there? Massively. Or were you beating Raj Ghai to have another bald guy there?
Yeah. So yeah, one baldy for another. I know Raj. I've known Raj for years. I did think that when I took over from Raj, I'm like, some people at home are going to think this is the same guy. Yes. Then I thought some people were going to think, it's health and safety without any hair on their head. There was no hair going in the food. And then I thought, actually, no, this is just Colours TV. It's just cheaper because there's no hair and makeup needed. So it's like, okay, fine, he's ganja, he'll do it. He's straight on. It's not going to be like, where is he? He needs 20 minutes to do his hair. Or she needs 20 minutes, half an hour to do her hair. Nope, Tommy and Raj are ready to go. We're quick. We're like express presenters. No, but I've always loved cooking. I think from I used to come home from school at 4 o'clock, when I was a kid, and just make my own food then. I was a little chotumoto as well. So I used to make my food then at 4 o'clock. Then I'd eat again with my family at 7 o'clock. Wow. So I love food always. And then as you get older, going away to university, you cook a little bit for yourself. Then I came back and I realized, because I perform so much and we're on stages and we're doing all this stuff, being in the kitchen, just being left alone, cutting, chopping, prepping, all of that. I just love it and might leave me alone. I actually probably prefer cooking more than eating. Sometimes, I don't know if you find this as well, once you've cooked, once you spend all that time in the kitchen, you lose your appetite weirdly, and you enjoy.
Yeah, actually you're right. I agree.
And I quite like, a bit like comedy, a bit like performing, I like kind of creating something that other people are going to enjoy. So it's the same with comedy. You kind of think, I think you'll like this. Ta-da, right? And the same with a clip or a song or a parody song. I know, but I make proper music, like a silly song. So that kind of stuff you make because you want to make people laugh. Yeah. Comedy you do because, for that reason. Food you make because you want to make people hungry. And actually, without being too crude or rude here, making food for someone is very intimate. I'm making something that you're going to consume. You're going to take this, you're going to put it inside you. That's an intimate process. And and you do that. And I do believe if you make it with love, it comes out with love.
Yeah.
So I like to have my music on and, just pottering away in the kitchen. Leave me to it. My wife even knows. Leave him to it. I don't want no help. I just want to do it in my own time. Raman, as they say.
So I'm going to have one show for you in Desi Beats.
Oh yeah. Well, the thing is, I went on Desi Beat as a contestant. Raj came to my house and we cooked a couple of different things. So that was where I first they saw, he loves food. I've just launched my own chutney mayonnaise, which is called Chatnaise.
Wow.
Which is a spicy mayonnaise. So it's basically, I was making my own. Yeah, well, basically it's an Indian chutney, but like a desi chutney. So people, a lot of Gore will hear chutney and they'll go,
yes.
like a mango pickle? And I'm like, no, not like that. So I love, when you're like, your mums and mother-in-laws and aunties and mussies and chachis, they'd all be having their kind of putane di chutney along the side, right? They have their little side chutney. I never liked that, right? And then I made my own, which was coriander, mint, chili, onion, tomato, right? And I had that with it. I thought, that's better. That's what it should be. And then one Christmas, I made my own chutney. And we got a box of samosa because someone had brought a box of samosa. And there was some other tomato chutney that had come with the samosa. And I mixed that with a bit of my chutney, with a bit of mayonnaise, with the leftover turkey sandwich, right? With turkey to make a sandwich. I was drunk at the time. This is about 7 years ago. I was drinking then. And I was like, oh my God, that's really good. Yeah. And I said to my brother-in-law, we're playing PlayStation, everyone's gone to bed. I go, that's good, isn't it? He goes, I think it's good. And then in the morning I woke up and I remember ideas, I always call it good ideas, like it taps you on the shoulder, like, you got to do something. You got to do. So this kind of woke me up. Go downstairs and try that chutney again.
Oh my
God. So I
God.
tried it and I mixed it with the mayonnaise. Good. And I had it this 9:30 in the morning after I woke up, went to bed at 3, 4 o'clock. And I was like, yeah, it is good. So fast forward 5, 6, 7 years later, I made 35 different versions. I looked into Gujarati versions, Punjabi versions, Pakistani versions, other South Indian versions. South Indians went a bit crazy and a bit weird, so I kind of kept them out of it. But I'm saying it was too spicy. They were like, it's kind of on another level. So I found my sort of Punjabi, Gujarati, Maharashtrian kind of fusion mixed with mayonnaise, Western, Eastern thing. And honestly, I think it's really good. I wouldn't do it if I didn't think it was good. I got to believe in it, right? I got to kind of feel like... So I made it for my wife. Lockdown happened. We started training every day. I gave up alcohol. So we're training every day. So we're making George Foreman chicken or grilling stuff. And we're putting this mayonnaise on the side. And it just goes really well. So Chutneys, it's got its own Instagram. You can buy it through that. It's the only way you can buy it at the moment. I'm building up to getting a barcode and getting labeled and getting it sold. But it's selling. At the moment, we sold a few thousand already since we launched in January.
Let's have one shot tonight on your show about chutney.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll shout loud for
There you go, right, a little shout out for chutney.
Let's do some marketing on that.
Exactly. We'll sell it. But no, so there's the food thing is big for me. So that's why when Desi Beat came along, it felt right. I was like, this is my kind of show. It's with real people, going into their homes, understanding their stories, things that we kind of did on the radio, having some fun, putting my own little fun spin on that. And I'm working in food at the moment a little bit as well. And I'll tell you something else. I haven't even said this to anyone. Shah Rukh Khan's, I was hosting Shah Rukh Khan's Slam tour. Do you remember Slam?
Yes.
It was him, Deepika, Abhishek.
Yes.
They all came. Boman Irani was there.
I think for Happy New Year.
Yeah, it was. It wasn't Dilwale. Yeah, it was Happy New Year. You're right.
Happy New Year.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. So I was hosting that, and I was hosting the concert. And then actually for that one, Shah Rukh, I rung him and his people, and I said, "Oh, can we do an interview?" And he said, "Tell Tommy to meet me at the airport. We'll spend all day together." I was like, brilliant. So we were filming all day, right? And he's lovely, and I met him at the airport with a red carpet under my arm, and I rolled it out on the floor as he came out, and he just started laughing, right? Because I got it from my cousin who owns a carpet shop. I said, I need red carpet, 1 meter wide, 5 meters long, give me it. So I had it, and then as soon as we rolled it on the floor, security came running over. Well, what is this in the airport? And then he actually stopped the camera, Shah Rukh, and he gave me a big hug, and he went, "Oh, how are you?" And I said, "Yeah, you messed up my shot, man. You're supposed to just walk on the red carpet, go back and do it again." So whoever did it, and then he went, "Oh, Deepika's coming out the other entrance. Go find her. Go find Abhishek. Go get them." He was really sweet. My point is, while we were at the press conference for the tour, some woman comes up to me. "I'm Shah Rukh Khan's numerologist." I said, "Okay." She goes, "Can you introduce me to him?" I said, "Well, if you're his numerologist,
Why you want me?
Right? Like you go, yeah.
Go with your numbers.
And she goes, "Oh, I'm the reason why Ajay Devgan spells his name Devgan with GN.
Yeah, they have this thing.
I gave all the cricket players their numbers on their shirts. I know." She goes, "Give me your hand," right? She read my hand only for like 30 seconds. She went, and this is my connection. This is the whole point of the story. See how I go off on a tangent, Tommy tangent. We'll get back to it eventually. She says to me, "What's your connection to food?" I said, "No." I said, "What are you trying to say? I've got fat hands. Do I look like I've eaten too much?" And she goes, "No, you look like you." She goes, "You're going to work with food." All right? That blooming woman, whether she's wrong or right or I don't know what, but she's stuck in my head now. So now I'm like, maybe this is the food thing. Maybe it's not. Maybe I'm going to be washing plates in a restaurant sometime. I don't know. But either way, so this might be the food venture, but we're giving it a go. It's happening. Like I said, it's kind of unpopular. People really like it, but I think I need to get it onto some shop shelves.
I need to see, where is that numerology lady? Please look my hand.
What's my future hold? Hey.
After interview Tommy Sandhu.
Exactly. You're going to eat Tommy Sandhu's chutney. That's what she's going to get on about.
Oh, wow, that's amazing.
Yeah. So that's why I'm here. That's why I'm doing Desi Beat. I think the timing was right. And I love it. I love, and it's, you got to have, and I can talk about food now because you cook. I know why you put your jeera and your warm oil, your whole spices, and then you blitz that out, and then different ways of making things. I'm interested to know different tariqe, as we say, different methods of how people do it.
Definitely, you're going to have one restaurant soon. I can see that.
Who knows? You never know.
knows?
Little chain. Yeah,
And please do come to Southampton.
yeah, all right, done. I love it. I love it down here.
Yeah, I love Southampton, and we love you here in Southampton today for doing an amazing show. We've been looking for this. You came last time. I was one of the organizer
Okay.
in the same place where you're doing today's State Door.
Okay.
But yes, that time didn't get a chance to meet you.
Okay.
But that time there was one question in my mind which is stuck there, and today I'm gonna ask this, and that's gonna be the last of this.
Okay.
I love whenever all the radio presenters who born and brought up in England,
Yeah.
when they talk on radio, TV, and
Yeah.
they do some dialogue of Indian Bollywood films.
Yeah.
So I thought, why not to tell Tommy today to tell me 2 amazing dialogues from Bollywood films. I have the dialogues.
Oh, you
I
got
have
it.
the
Okay,
dialogues.
right, good.
One is from the Shah Rukh Khan film,
Good.
very famous, and another one is the typical 80s, 70s का dialogue.
Yeah.
मैं तेरे बच्चे की माँ बनने वाली हूँ.
Right.
So I want you to say it in a British tone.
Oh, in a British tone.
Yeah, if
Okay.
you speak like a Britisher, Indian
Okay. So,
Hindi.
okay. So this is me saying it as I would say it in my accent, because I think, okay, I want to pretext this. I did German, right, at school. I did French at school. I did well with my languages. I got an A in English literature. Why? Because I love language, right? And what I like about language is you get into character. So when you speak German, like ich habe Deutsch in Schule gelernt, I've learned German in school. You got to go for it. You can't go ich habe Deutsch in Schule gelernt. But I know that's how British desis speak in Hindi. So I'm going to give you my British version.
I want that.
Okay, so what's the line? Give me the line.
मैं तुम्हारे बच्चे की माँ बनने वाली हूँ.
Right, see, okay. So if I went proper Hindi, मैं तेरे बच्चे की माँ बनने वाली हूँ, right? But over here they don't say that. They go मैं तेरे बच्चे की माँ बनने वाली हूँ. Yeah?
Congratulations for that.
You enjoyed that. मैं तेरे बच्चे की माँ बनने वाली हूँ. अरे आपको आपने what is it now? How do you say what do you आपकी समझ अपने आप को
आप अपने आप को क्या
आप
समझते हैं?
अपने आप को, that's the base. आप there was a lot of zoom in. I feel like I'm a that
आप अपने
frog
आप
there.
क्या समझते हैं?
आप अपने आप को क्या समझते हो? Yeah. आप अपने आप को क्या समझते हो? It's like Lagan. Yeah.
Oh wow. And then one which definitely suits you.
Yeah.
एक चुटकी सिंदूर की कीमत तुम क्या जानो रमेश बाबू. You
It's
don't
never
know.
gonna happen.
एक I will tell you. एक
चुटकी
चुटकी सिंदूर की कीमत
सिंदूर की कीमत
तुम क्या जानो
तुम क्या जानो
Tommy Babu.
Tommy Babu. There you go. See? We got there in the end.
And that's Tommy Sandhu, guys. Watch him, follow him in Instagram. Desi Beats coming soon.
Yes.
But tonight we're gonna watch him on Southampton. Fun and only Tommy Sandhu live show. So catch you there in Stage Door, 7 o'clock sharp. Don't miss it. I'm gonna be there. We're gonna have fun again. And thank you.
You should follow this lady, not as she walks down the road or to the train station or while she's in the supermarket. No. You can follow on Instagram. It's RJ Anjali The Talkies.
Yes.
Do that. Keep up to date with what she's up to. She talks to everybody. Talks a lot.
Yeah, he talks a lot. I'm following him. Thank you so much.